Hi everyone, it's Arti.
Hi, Rati.
It's Arti from the Human Chapters. I'll tell you a little bit about Human Chapters. Humans are living narratives with a past, present, and future. These narratives constitute of a number of chapters across a lifespan. The aim of these conversations is to highlight a chapter of the narrative and unpack its connections to other chapters. I don't care whether people are natural storytellers, but I truly do believe each person has a worthy story to tell. An acknowledgement to country. We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land which now comprises Greater Shepparton. We pay respect to their tribal elders, past and present and emerging. We celebrate their continuing culture and we acknowledge the memory of their ancestors. Today, to I'd like to introduce my mom, Nina. She's the one in the black outfit, and my grandma, Vijaya. And Vijaya is in the sari. And today is an exceptionally special Human Chapters for me because one of my goals for Human Chapters has actually been to bring my mom and grandma on this platform to share. This will be for my grandma, and it will be to share her story. Usually, I do one chapter of a person's life, but I'd love to celebrate International Women's Day, and these two women have been an absolute strength, a symbol of strength, love, resilience, harmony, and anything positive I could imagine. Yeah, and so they both live in Nairobi in Kenya, and my grandma is going to share her story from childhood in India and her migration to Kenya, what that was like. And I won't spoil any more for you, but mum will be the translator and grandma will be sharing her story in our Indian language, Gujarati. All right. So, um, so with mom, does Ba want to introduce herself in saying anything?
બસ તમારે કઈ ઇન્ટ્રોડ્યુસ તમારું કેવું છે કે હું વિજયાબેન છું.
હા વિજયબેન હે?
બોલ કેવું હું વિજયાબેન છું.
મારું નામ વિજયા.
Very good.
હા
Yeah. So she's just said her name is Vijaya. Um, uh, tell us a little bit about your childhood in India. What was it
તમારું
like? Yeah.
તમારું ચાઇલ્ડહુડ કેવું હતું ઇન્ડિયા નાના?
હું સમજણી થઈ ત્યારથી મને ખબર છે કે આ બધું આપણે નાના હતા તો રમવાનું એટલે ડબ્બા રમીએ પથરા પથરા લઈને રમતા વિચારતા હતા.
She is saying when she was small she used to play with stones.
પછી ઓલા
India.
સ્ટો રમીએ પછી ગેલી દંડા
Stove.
રમીએ
Geli danda with stick and
Is it
પછી ઓલા કાકરી ખીચે છે કે આપણે કે હવે બધું ભૂલાઈ ગયું છે પછી બધું રમતા એવું નાના હતા ત્યારે.
stove.
Yeah. So basically, what she's saying is that she has had a childhood where they used to play with sticks and stones, and within that childhood, there wasn't any internet.
Yes.
And she was saying that these games have actually been forgotten in today's day and age. And yeah, that's about it. So, yeah. Tell us more.
Yeah. So બીજું કયો?
બીજું કહું કે પછી થોડાક મોટા થયા પછી તો છાણા બર્તન કરવા જાય વગડામાં છાણા વીણવા જાય બર્તન લેવા જાય.
When she grew up a bit, she used to go to get cow dung, and she used to make.
છાણા થાપીએ.
She used to make with hands, and then they used to light jiko.
Ah, okay.
ચૂલામાં બાળીએ પછી છાણા.
Then they were doing cooking on it.
Okay, so
રસોઈ કરીએ.
yeah, so mom, is she actually saying that she made a bit of an oven, like
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
of cow dung, and that that was one of the roles for Ba when she was a child. Growing up in India, she had to go and collect cow dung and use it to build this oven so that they could they could have the wood to light it and then cook in it.
Cook in it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 વર્ષની થઈ પછી ભણવા ગઈ.
At her 10 years, she went to study. When she was 10 years.
So
12 વર્ષની થઈ ત્યાં સુધી ભણી.
She was 12 years. She finished her studies.
Wow.
She left it.
That is huge. So she started her formal education at the age of 10.
10 years.
Until she was 12, and that was about it for her education.
Yes.
Why was that?
ઈ કેમ હતું એવું? ઈ કેમ એવું હતું તમે 10 વર્ષે છેક ગયા?
ત્યારે સ્કૂલ છોકરીઓની નથી, છોકરાઓની હતી, પણ છોકરાઓ સ્કૂલમાં નતા જાતા.
She is telling there was parents were not sending girls to school. They were educating.
કાઈ નતા કહેતા, પણ અમે જ નતા જાતા.
This Ba was not going. She didn't wanted to go.
Okay. So it didn't come from the parents, but it was cultural,
yes,
not to go to school for the girls.
Yeah, she was feeling, and the schools were separate, boys separate and girls separate.
Okay.
So she didn't feel like going it.
Right. And then in the 2 years, how much education did Ba actually have?
કેટલું ભણ્યા 2 વર્ષમાં?
2 ચોપડી.
2 year.
So 2 years worth of curriculum.
And she was educated in Gujarati.
Okay.
English she didn't know.
Right. So from the age of 10 to 12, she went to school. And was it full-time schooling or was it school?
Yeah. It was a full-time schooling.
I'm schooling. Wow, that's pretty impressive. So,
then she studied about religion in that 2 year time.
Yeah. So religion was quite massive.
Yeah. Religion she enjoyed and she learned a lot in those 2 years.
થોડાક મોટા થયા એટલે ભણવા ગુથવાનું કરતા, ખોળ લેવા જાઈએ, થોડું સીમમાં જાઈએ, પછી રસોઈ શીખીએ.
In her age, after schooling, they used to go to do knitting. Then they used to go to a farm to bring from the farming. They used to collect. Yeah.
Yeah. So
then they were washing dishes.
Yeah.
Then doing cooking.
પાણી ભરવા જાતા.
Fetching water.
Wow. So she's actually gone from 2 years of schooling and then fallen into, we would say now, we would say stereotypical roles of a woman,
Yes.
which was, yeah, historically knitting and doing the
Yes.
house chores, learning about farming.
Yes.
Wow. And that's what life was like within her childhood and into adolescence, so into her teenage years. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What age did she do all of that till?
કેટલા વર્ષ સુધી તમે કર્યું એવું?
પછી તો 12 વર્ષની થઈ પછી બધું ઈ જ કરતી હતી. ભરવા ગુથણ કરીએ, રસોઈ શીખીએ, પછી સીમમાં ઓલું કામમાં જાય તો ચાર બાજરા ઉપાડવાના હોય, મગફળી ઉપાડવાની હોય. પછી મારી બા સાથે હું કામે જાતી હતી બધે.
She used to go with her mother in farm to bring groundnuts, tal, whatever. And then
મગફળી ઉપાડવા જાય, મગફળી વીણવા જાય.
Then they used to come home. They used to cook, learn knitting. They were doing that.
બધું કરતા હતા.
ઘરે
હોય ત્યારે ભરવા ગુથવાનું કરીએ,
knitting.
સીમમાં જાઈએ.
Yes.
નવરા હોય તો કઈક કરીએ તો.
Yeah. So they learned at home.
Wow. So all of those skills. Was there any?
મારી 19 વર્ષે સગાઈ થઈ ગઈ હતી.
At her 18 years, after 19 years, she got engaged.
Wow.
20 વર્ષે લગ્ન કર્યા.
20 years, she got married.
Okay, now I personally know the story about Ba's wedding, but I would love for her to actually tell us her story about how who she got married to, whether she knew the person, and how that all happened.
તમે લગ્ન કેવી રીતે તમે કેવી રીતે સગાઈ કરી પેલા બાપુજી ખબર હતી તમને
અમે એકબીજાને જોયા નતા કોઈને.
પછી
પછી સગાઈ તો મારા નાનાજી અહીંયા આવ્યા હતા ને તો મારા બનેવીએ સગાઈ કરાવી.
she didn't see her husband at all and her nana
Okay, so her
her
grandpa.
yeah grandpa just came at home to tell them and then they got engaged but they didn't see each other even
Wow.
sagai
So it-
નાનાજી પોતાને આવ્યા
હા.
હતા.
she just
પછી
saw ba
દેશમાં આવતા હતા તો મારા બનેવી મોમ્બાસા સેટ પહોંચી ગયા. એ કે આજે તો બનેવી તો જાય છે અને કે વાલીનો છોરો છે ને મારી સાડી છે ઈ કે નક્કી કરીએ કે આપણે મોમ્બાસા જઈને નક્કી કર્યું.
they went to Mombasa. They were telling the daughter is Vijayaben and the son is Vidhubai. So they got engaged like that.
So I'll just stop for a second, just so we can get our listeners up to speed. So at this particular time, grandma was in India, and the person she was going to get married to was in Kenya. And so what happened was that there was a traditional arranged sort of agreement to grandma was going to
Marriage.
get married to the person in Kenya, and but grandma did Ba have a say in it, if she whether she wanted?
તમને કઈ હા ના કરી હતી તમે
ના
she didn't say anything
હા
yes
ના કોઈનું ચાલતુંય નતું યાર.
nobody was listening to the girls
છોકરી માવતર કરી આવે ઈ બરાબર કબૂલ.
when the parents tell you have to get engaged girl says to say yes that is it
પછી વર્ષે તારા બાપુજી દેશમાં ગયા લગ્ન કરવા. પછી લગ્ન કર્યા અમે.
Okay,
Then-
so it was an arranged marriage. Grandma didn't have a say in it at all. It was the parents and, in fact, the extended family that decided it. They're the
Yes.
ones that made the agreement, and that was set in concrete, where
yeah
she was going to. Yep, she got engaged, and after how long after her engagement did she get married?
after 1 year she got married
So
એક વર્ષ પછી
હા.
લગ્ન થયા.
and she got married in India.
ઇન્ડિયા લગ્ન થયા છે
ઇન્ડિયા લગ્ન
she got married in India
ધુણિયા
Yeah.
Dunia. There's a
Okay.
village called Dunia
ધુણિયા જાન લઈને આવ્યા તારો બાપુજી.
and
પછી
they-
લગ્ન યા કર્યા.
yeah
So she got married in India, and now tell us about what the wedding was like.
લગ્ન કેવી રીતે હતા કયો
લગ્ન તો લાજ કાઢીને લગ્ન કર્યા હતા. કોઈ જોયા નતા એકબીજાને. લગ્ન પછી ત્રીજા દિવસે અમે મળ્યા બે જણા.
now the wedding was they had to cover the face
Yep. So
uh,
veil.
yeah
Yeah.
they-
લાજ
they-
કાઢીને.
and they
Yeah.
didn't see each other for 3 days on the third day they saw each other
Wow. Okay, so during the wedding, both of them had veils on, and because it was a done deal, they got married. And then on the third day is when both the veils. So is it Ba didn't see her husband and the husband didn't see Ba? Was it both
Yeah.
ways?
બાપુજીએ તમને નતા જોયા ને
ના કોઈ કોઈ
nobody saw each other
Okay.
ફોટા નતા.
even there was no
ફોટાય
photographs
નતા. ફોટાય નતા
Okay.
જોયા.
they were not seen
So there was this. Wow, it's such a different world. I'm trying so hard to try to comprehend or imagine what it would be like, but I am actually finding it difficult and quite unique. So now they've got married, they haven't seen each other. And actually, on the third day is when both of their faces were revealed. What was
Yeah.
that moment like?
હવે પણ તમે જોયા એકબીજાને ત્યાં તમે આમ શું થયું?
શું થાય કે એમ બસ જોયા પછી એમ ખબર પડી કે આ મારા હસબન્ડ છે. એને ખબર પડી કે આ મારા વાઈફ છે.
And
હા,
પછી તમે વાત શું કરી?
વાત પછી કઈ એમ ત્યાર તો શરમ આવતી થોડી.
They were feeling shy and they thought that now this is my husband and this is my wife, and they were not too close like today's world.
Oh my gosh. So how did that unfold? How did she become less shy and actually got to talk to him? What was that like?
પછી તમને શરમ કેતી ઓછી થઈ કે
પછી તો આસ્તે આસ્તે ઓછું થઈ જ જાય ને.
slowly she became used to him.
Yeah.
And then
બે ત્રણ દિવસે પછી એમ
after 3 days she felt a bit
comfortable.
nervous and shy, and then it started becoming less.
Wow. Okay. Now tell us what happened. So we know that my grandpa was in Kenya, grandma was from India. Now what happened after the wedding?
પછી વેડિંગ પછી તમે
4-5 મહિને પછી અમે આફ્રિકામાં આવ્યા.
Okay.
5 મહિને
after 4-5 months they came to Africa.
And
In
during
Nairobi.
was it in Nairobi or Mombasa?
તમે નાઇરોબી આવ્યા છો ને?
હા, એટલે પેલા મોમ્બાસા ઉતર્યા.
Yeah.
They came by ship to
Oh.
Mombasa.
So before we go to that journey about the journey from India to Mombasa via ship or via water, what happened in the 5 months? Was grandpa in India or did he travel to Kenya straight away after the wedding?
બાપુજી લગ્ન કરીને અહીંયા આવી ગયા હતા.
હા, બધા સાથે જ આવ્યા.
They came
બધા
together.
સાથે જ આવ્યા હતા.
They came
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
Those 5 months they stayed in India.
Yeah.
દુનિયામાં જ રહ્યા.
નવા ગામે રહી.
Navagam, she stayed in Navagam.
So it's like a
And
new
then
village.
દુનિયા.
Dunia, and then they came here.
Okay, beautiful. So now tell us about the journey from India to Mombasa.
હવે તમે કયો કે કેવી રીતે તમે જર્ની ન્યાથી કરી ઇન્ડિયાથી?
શું કર્યું?
ઇન્ડિયા તમે અહીંયા આવ્યા કેવી રીતે મોમ્બાસા સુધી?
મોમ્બાસ શિપમાં આવ્યા.
હા.
બધા ભેગા જ આવ્યા અમે.
હા.
પછી મોમ્બાસા ઉતર્યા. મોમ્બાસા પછી હું 1 મહિનો રહી ત્યાં બાપુજી આવી ગયા અહીંયા.
Okay.
પછી હું નાઈરોબી આવી. મામા મૂકવા આવ્યા મને.
શિપમાં કેટલા દિવસ રહ્યા?
અઠવાડિયું.
The ship took them 8 days to reach Mombasa.
First tell me what was,
અઠવાડિયું 3 દિવસ તો સુતે સુતે કાઢ્યા.
yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about what the ship journey was actually like.
Journey was, she was not feeling good. She
So
was just vomiting for 3 days in the ship. So
Yeah.
she was just sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was very unwell. She was nauseous most of the time.
Emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, absolutely. And did she have her own room or cabin or what was the
Cabin
setup?
હતું, room હતું. શિપમાં શું હતું? રૂમ જેવું
ના,
હતું.
ખાલી હોલ.
Whole only
બધા સાથે.
everybody were together in the ship. There was no like cabin, hall, nothing.
Wow.
Room. So everybody was traveling together.
એમાં જો અમે 5 જણા આવ્યા હતા. ભાઈબા હતા અમે સાથે. મારા નાનીજી સાસુ હતા અને ઓલા મોતીચંદ મામા હતા. 5 જણા શિપમાં આવ્યા હતા.
Yeah.
બધા પથારી પાથરી સુઈ
Oh,
જતા
They,
હતા.
they slept down
Yeah.
just on the bed sheets.
Yeah.
And they came 5 people together.
Five of them.
Okay.
એટલે
Mombasa.
બીજા બધા પેસેન્જર કેટલાય હતા
Yeah.
બધા લાઈનસર બધા.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so now tell us when you got to Mombasa and you said you spent a month in Mombasa. Mombasa is actually it's a town on the
Harbour.
coast of Kenya. And so now it will be really interesting. So grandma only spoke in Gujarati when she was in India, and now it's been a full migration to Kenya, where the language is different, the culture is different, everything is going to be quite brand new. Tell us about your experience on the first day, if you can remember that far, when you landed in Mombasa.
તમે મોમ્બાસા ઉતર્યા, કોની ઘરે ઉતર્યા અને પેલો દિવસ તમને કેવો લાગ્યો?
પેલો દિવસ તો થાકેલા હતા તે એમને બેઠા હતા, મામાના ઘરે જ ઉતર્યા અમે બધા, લીધુ મામાના ઘરે.
Okay.
ત્યાં જતા. હા, બે ત્રણ દિવસ ત્યાં લોકો રહ્યા, અહીંયા 2 દિવસ પછી એ લોકો નાયરોબી આવી ગયા. હું મામાના ઘરે હતી.
બાપુજી નાયરોબી આવી ગયા.
હા, ઈ નાયરોબી આવી ગયા બધાય.
હા,
અને હું એકલી હતી મોમ્બાસા.
She's
1 મહિનો રહી મોમ્બાસા, પછી હું નાયરોબી આવી.
when she landed, she stayed at her brother's house in Mombasa, and then she stayed there 1 month. Mombasa, and Bapuji came back to Nairobi.
So
on
her
the
husband,
second, third day.
yeah,
Her husband.
yeah. And that month in Mombasa, what was that like in terms of language, in terms of transitioning from the lifestyle in India to now the lifestyle in Kenya? How was that change?
તમારું મોમ્બાસા મામાની ઘરે આવ્યા, તમને કેવું લાગ્યું બધું?
લાગ્યું જુદું લાગે થોડુંક, ઇન્ડિયા કરતા થોડુંક જુદું લાગે. અહીંયા બધું જુદું. પછી ઓલા
ભાષા
આફ્રિકન હોય ને ભાષા જાણીએ નહીં, પછી શું બોલે છે કઈ ખબર ના પડે.
She was telling it was,
ભાષા તો ખબર ના પડે કે શું બોલે છે.
it was completely different from India when she came to Mombasa.
Yeah.
The language was different from these African people, and
બધા
The
જુદા
actual
લાગે ને.
cultural.
Swahili
Yeah,
language,
Swahili.
because she didn't know anything.
Yeah.
She just knew Gujarati.
Yeah.
So she was not listening. She was not picking that language at all.
So she wasn't able to understand. Yeah.
Understand at all.
પછી મોમ્બાસા ગયા એટલે એક દિવસ તો માસીને ઘરે રહી,
Yeah.
દાદી માસીને ઘરે રહી ગયા.
Yeah.
પછી હું અહીંયા આવી લાલજી મામાને ઘરે. બાપુજી ત્યાં રહેતા હતા, ત્યાં આવ્યા.
Her,
પછી 2-4 દિવસ રહી, પછી લખનજી મામાને ઘરે રહેવા ગઈ.
when she came to Nairobi, she stayed at her sister's house one day, and then to her uncle-in-law's house.
Yeah.
They stayed there because her husband was staying there.
Okay.
Yeah.
એ લાલજી મામાને ઘરે હતા. હું લખનજી મામાને ઘરે રહેવા ગઈ. પછી
Sure.
મામાના રૂમ 2 જ હતા.
They had only 2 rooms.
Okay. So 2 rooms, but a large family lived there?
Large family, yes.
Okay.
Before, people didn't have big houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so then what was when she got to Nairobi and she spent a month in Mombasa, so she's transitioned to the lifestyle somewhat in terms of the culture and just, the way things would be done. How long did it take for Ba to sort of feel settled into the place? And what
તમને
was it like?
મોમ્બાસાથી નાઇરોબી આવ્યા, તમને કેવું લાગ્યું અહીંયા સેટલ
નાયરોબી
થતા?
સાવ જુદું જ લાગે.
Okay.
ને
કેવી
તમને
રીતે?
એડજસ્ટ થતા બધે સાથે કેવું લાગ્યું?
અઠવાડિયું લાગ્યું, પણ પછી તો આપણે ભળી જાય બધા એમાં. થોડાક દિવસ લાગે, અજાણ્યું હોય, બધા માણસો હલના હોય, કોઈ કેમ કહે ને, જે આપણે એટલા સમજતા ન હોય, કઈ
Sure.
નાના હોય ખબર ના હોય એટલી બધી.
She found it very difficult to adjust first because of different people. They didn't know anybody here.
ગામમાંથી સીધા અહીંયા શહેરમાં આવ્યા હતા.
From the village to come into a city, it was completely different. The people here were different.
પછી સાસુ અહીંયા નતા. સાસુ બધી સાસુ થઈ ગઈ.
Everybody became her mother-in-law, so they started ruling her.
Okay, so we'll just hold off there for a minute, just so we can be a bit mindful of how we do broach that subject. What and be trying to go, what was it like when there were so many mom-in-laws or so many in-laws and everybody felt, was it almost a responsibility to sort of show grandma the way, or was it, what was that like?
કેવું તમને લાગ્યું ઈ બધું સાસુ થઈ ગયું?
પણ થોડાક દિવસ એમ લાગે આ બધું કોઈ કેમ કીએ પછી આપણે બધે સાંભળીએ, બીજું કોઈ સામે જવાબ ન દઈએ આપણે કે આ મને આમ કહે છે, મારા મને દુઃખ થાય છે, દુઃખ થાય અંદર ઉતારી જવાનું, પણ સાંભળી લેવાનું બધાયનું. પછી લગમસી મામાને ઘરે ગઈ, દિવસના રાશન સમૂહ કરીએ, રાતના પછી ઓલા જસોદાબેન કપડા સીવ્યા હોય ને એમાં હેમિંગ કરીએ, બધું કોટન ગાજ બટન કરીએ, એવું બધું કરતા રાતે. અને દિવસના કામ કરીએ બીજા. રાશન કેટલા બધા લગ્નના હોય, બધાય કર્યા.
She's telling when mother-in-law all became her mother-in-law, whatever they tell her, whether she like it or not, she used to not speak anything.
Right.
And she used to do her work.
Yeah. So she just listened to them and complied with whatever was said, but wasn't able to say anything if it didn't align with
whatever anybody says, she has to say yes, whether she like it or not. Then she's helping in whatever people tell her to do this, like ration and knitting and anything, she used to do it.
Yeah, so just for the viewers and our listeners, with a lot of the roles within the Indian community, a huge thing is cooking. And in terms of cooking, people tend to store an amazing amount of grains and pulses and all of that. And because they store it in such huge quantities, they have to, all of these grains and pulses actually need to be cleaned and sorted so that it's ready to be cooked. And that is one of the roles that young women are taught. And this was quite a few years ago, as my grandma has been saying, from when she was a child, actually even when mom was a child, that was a big thing in their houses, to clean these grains and pulses so that they're ready to be cooked. And it's a huge task because there is, mom, at any one time, how much would you have in bulk in an Indian household?
In a bowl.
In like in store, how much would you in a bulk?
How many things?
Yeah, would it be 10 kilos or more?
Yeah, 20, more than 20 kilos.
Wow.
We used to keep.
Yeah, and so you would keep, due to large families and really having to, it's one of your staples, right? Like lentils, lots of pulses in curries and stuff. So it was a huge job to try and clean 20 kilos of any one thing, and they had multiple things that was stored. And so grandma is saying that that was one of the roles that she was sort of fell into as a wife. And then she was, with her knitting and her hemming and stitching that she'd learned, they were the other roles during the night. And of course there was cooking, which was a huge part of it. Yeah, now you can continue. Sorry, I just thought I'd explain. And then and then what, like, how long did that go for before she fully felt settled and it was like home to her?
તમને કેટલો ટાઈમ લાગ્યો કે હવે તમારું ઘર છે?
તો 2-3 મહિના લાગે એમ તો. પછી તો જુદે જુદે ફરતી હતી એટલે કઈ ખબર ના પડે, બીજું બધા ઘરે ફરતી હતી.
Because they didn't have a permanent house still. They were moving from one house to another, and it took her 3 months to settle down in Nairobi.
Yeah.
So it was difficult for her even.
Yeah.
to move from one house to another house.
પછી ભાઈબાન લગ્ન કર્યા એટલે બીજે રહેવા ગયા. ત્યાં પછી બધા ક્યાંય સામટા થઈ ગયા બધા. પછી દેશથી નાના આવ્યા,
Mm.
વેલજીભાઈ આવ્યા, બધા અહીંયા હતા. લાલજી મામાના ઘરે જ બધા હતા. પછી
They used to stay at uncle's in-laws house.
Yeah.
બાપુજી આવ્યા. 4-5 મહિના પછી હું અંબાસર આવી. તા ડેડી આવ્યા પછી. ડેડી આવ્યા ને ત્યારે હું અંબાસર હતી.
Okay. So before we get into, sorry, Mom, you can explain and then I'll ask.
Yeah, she was telling when her sister-in-law came from India
Mm.
and uncle-in-law came from India, they didn't have a house. Then they bought 2-bedroom house,
Mm.
2 bedroom. તમ કેટલો ઘર લીધું? 2 bedroom વાળું.
2 રૂમ.
2 room, 2 bedroom house.
હમ.
And then she settled in that house.
Beautiful.
2 રૂમ ને સામે રસોડું હતું. બસ
Yeah,
બે,
kitchen.
કાંઈ નહીં.
Yes. So it was a basic house, and then there were heaps of people that sort of moved in.
નાવને શેર કરવાના હોય.
Mm.
They were sharing toilet, bathroom with other people even. So
Okay.
there was no their own bathroom and toilets.
So it was
That
a
time.
bit like communal living, like quite a few
Yes.
of the people, but then there were shared, shared lavatories and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so then grandma was expecting her first child. Is that what she was saying?
Yeah.
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 Then she went to Mombasa at her brother's house.
Yeah.
And
So after the birth of the first child?
no, she went when she was
Okay.
expecting the first child.
Yeah. Yeah.
4-5 મહિના રહી આવી. પછી અહીંયા આવી.
Then she stayed in
6
Mombasa.
મહિના રહ્યા અહીંયા.
Mm.
પછી
5
ઘર
months.
વસાયું.
Mm.
Then Daddy was born.
Yeah.
Then she came back to Nairobi.
6 મહિના થયા પછી અમે ઘર લીધું 2 રૂમનું. પછી ભાઈબા આવ્યા અહીંયા
Mm.
આણું ભરીને પ્રફુલ્લ વખતે.
Mm.
વેલજીભાઈ હતા, કાકી આવ્યા, બધા આવી ગયા. અમે 4-5 જણા થઈ ગયા બધા.
Mm.
પછી પ્રફુલ્લ આવ્યો ત્યારે બધું પછી કર્યું મેં.
After she came with her child, her son, from Mombasa to Nairobi, her sister-in-law was expecting, so she came to her house.
Okay.
And when she got a son, she did for them even
Mm.
everything she was doing
Wow.
in her extended family.
Yeah. And
Her
it's part of the
brother-in-law,
culture. Yeah. That you just have lots of people and it's a bit of a village that you share duties and you share responsibilities.
Yeah.
And I suppose that leads me to my next question. What was it like to raise children within that time?
એ તમ છોકરાઓ કેવી રીતે મોટા કર્યા એ ટાઈમમાં?
છોકરાઓ તો પછી કઈ અહીંયા જેવું જો નતું પેલા જેવું. પેલા તો બધા બહાર ત્યાં બધું ધોવું પડતું હતું, કપડા ધોવા પડતા હતા, બધું સાફ સુફ કરવું પડતું હતું.
She was
પેલા અહીંયા જેવું હમણાં જેવું કઈ નતું.
she telling there were no pampers at all. They did those pampers of clothes.
Yeah.
They had to
no.
wash.
Yeah.
Everything was different from today's
Yeah.
generation.
Absolutely.
પછી હિતેશ ને દિલેશ બે હતા નાના. પછી એકને બોક્સમાં નાખીએ, એકને કુડિયામાં નાખીએ. પછી એમ કરીને મોટા કર્યા બધાય.
They were sitting in the boxes playing there, and one was sleeping in that swing. So
Yeah, like a hammock. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so they became
And was it
bigger than-
difficult? Was it hard?
difficult હતું ને, અઘરું
તો
હતું.
બહુ હતું.
It was difficult.
ત્યારે દિવસ નીકળી જતા હતા, થઈ જતું હતું બધું.
It was difficult because they didn't have house help.
Mm.
They did by themselves everything.
Yeah,
So it was difficult task.
absolutely. And
4 વર્ષનો થયો ને દિલેશ આવ્યો. આ તો 4 વર્ષમાં 3 છોકરા મોટા કરવાના હતા.
In 4 years, she delivered 3 children.
Yeah, yeah,
So it was difficult.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
મોટા થઈ ગયા બધા.
Yeah. And so she's
અને જે ખાવાનું દઈ બિચારા ખાઈ લે.
They used to eat with their hands. She was not feeding them.
so they were
Yeah.
independent very quickly,
Independent, yes.
and they would eat anything without fussing.
Fussing, yes.
Yeah.
બાયણે વયો જતો હતો પછી એને બોક્સમાં જ બેસાડી રાખે.
They didn't.
ખાવાનું બોક્સમાં જ દેતી.
They used to give in the box.
Yeah.
They didn't have time to look at the children and what they have eaten or not.
Yeah. Wow.
So they
So
were very busy.
yeah, that's right. And busy cooking and cleaning the
Cooking
place
and
and
doing
with all
household
that.
work.
Yeah.
ઘરનું કામે કરવાનું ત્યારે કામવાળા નતા કોઈ.
No.
તો એક કપડા ધોવા માટે મિલમાં રાખી દો મને. કપડા નહીં ધોય બીજું બધું કરી લઈશ.
Yeah.
They didn't have.
કપડા વાસણ કરી જાતો તો એક.
Mm.
એ મહિને 15 શિલિંગ દેતા હતા.
They used to pay 15 shilling and they just did clothes washing and
Yeah.
utensils.
So they employed someone to assist with some household duties because that proved to be greatly difficult with raising 3 children, trying to get all the cooking and cleaning and the rest of it done. Wow, I can only imagine how difficult that would have been. What a challenge! And then for the children to have grown up, so then they grew up. And what was adulthood like for Ba? Like, sure, there was motherhood. Then after that, was it a similar routine every day? Did she get to do things that she enjoyed? What was that like?
તમારું પછી કેવું હતું? છોકરાઓ આવી ગયા પછી તમને બીજું કઈ કર્યું?
એટલે ઘરના કામ કરતા હતા, ભરવા જતા ઓછાડિયા પહેર્યા હતા.
હા.
નાના હતા ત્યારે.
હા.
પછી
પણ routine
ભરવા
માં
ગુસ્સાનું કરતા હતા. થોડું થોડું કામે કરતા જાય ને રસોઈ કરતા જાય, રાશન કરતા જાય, બધું ઘરે જ કરવાનું હતું ને.
Yeah.
બધું કરતા જાય ને કામ આયે કરતા જાય ભેગું.
everything was done at
પછી
home.
રાતના નવરા હોય ત્યારે ભરવા ગુથાનું થોડું કરીએ.
At night they were doing knitting. During daytime they were doing household work,
સાડીઓ ભરીએ.
cooking. They were doing embroidery on the saris. At night they were used to do
Yeah.
all
And
that work.
was that actually paid work? Was it a part of a business, or was it all for just everyone at home?
Everyone at home. It was not kind of a business.
Okay. Wow.
નોકરી કરતા હતા ત્યારે.
And her husband was employed by somebody.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
My
એટલા
next,
માટે પૂરું કરવાનું હતું બધું.
yeah. And my next question is, did Ba ever feel like she would like to have worked as a paid job, as a career? Did she ever want that for herself?
તમને એવું થતું હતું કે તમે નોકરી કરો કે તમારી વાસ્તે તમારે કઈ કરવું છે?
નોકરી ક્યાં કરવા નવરા થાય? ઘરના કામમાં નવરા નતા થતા તો નોકરી ક્યાં કરીએ?
She is telling in housework they were just occupied. So
કોક વાર ગોળું કરીએ તો ઈ વાર વેચીએ.
she didn't think about her career at all at that time. That she want to work outside for somebody.
So there was no choice in the matter. But what about when she went to sleep at night, or did she have any, I would say, maybe desires or dreams rather than it actually happening in real life?
તમે સુવા જાતા તમને એવું કઈ થતું હતું કે મારે આ કરવું છે, કામ કરવું છે કે
ના
બારે?
કાંઈ પાકા નીંદર આવી જાય. ખબર નહીં સવારે ઉઠીએ ત્યારે કે થાય કે આ કામ કરવાનું છે કરી લઈએ.
She didn't think anything about that career or anything she want to do outside.
Yeah.
When they go to sleep, they just slept
Because she was too tired. Oh.
કામ દેખાય કરી લઈએ.
peacefully.
So what about now? Like, what about after the kids grew up and after all of those sort of motherhood duties, not out of the way, but after all of that had been done and taken care of, did she ever, even today, does she feel like she would have liked to do something else? in her life.
અને છોકરાઓ મોટા થઈ ગયા બધું તોય તમને એમ થાય હવે બી થાય એમ કે મારે બારે કરવું છે કઈ
ના એ નથી
she never it never came in her mind કે I want to work
પછી કાંઈ કરવા જેવું હતું ને બાઈને આપણે કોઈ કામ દઈએ નહીં એવું
because she was
બધું
not
કરવા જઈએ વાસણ કપડા કરવા જઈએ તો થાય
educated. That's the first reason. And
ભણેલા
then
નતા
she didn't know English, so she never thought about her. She want to go and work outside
Yeah.
because no one will employ her.
Yeah.
And
મસ્જિદનું મારે શીખવું હતું પણ મને કઈ મોકલી
she was interested in singer, swing.
Oh yeah, in sewing. Yeah. Yeah.
મને બહુ મન
She
હતું
wanted to do
શીખવાની.
it, but nobody sent her from home. They
Oh,
said, do you go and learn?
wow. That
So she was interested in learning
Yeah.
how to sew.
Yeah, how to sew clothes and stuff. Yeah. But the chance and opportunity wasn't there. That's, you know,
Yes.
for me to think about that, it saddens me completely because I've been given so many opportunities, so many, like, yeah, it's been an endless amount of opportunities, education, work, this, that, and so different to, yeah, your lifestyles and what you have experienced as women. It's incredible. And of course, I am ever so grateful for it. But I could imagine the strength and resilience and everything you would have had to have as a woman in that day and age. Okay, tell us more about Ba's life.
હવે તમારી લાઈફ નું કયો તમને
Bijou.
વસાવી લાઈફ હવે ગઈ ને હવે તો આખી જિંદગી આમ નામ વહી ગઈ થોડું થોડું કામ કર્યું ઘરમાં હવે તો કામે નથી થતું મારાથી
Hmm.
she is very hard working lady. I can tell her that she is my pillar. Now,
અને હજી
whatever
થાય એટલું
I
કરું
give
બાકી
her
Yeah.
with laughing face, she always does. Never tell me no.
Yes.
Even if I am around or not, she makes chapati, even any
Yeah.
curries,
Yeah.
whatever. I am very happy with her. Her
Yeah.
body is very nice.
Yeah.
થાય એટલું કરું
She is my pillar now.
Yeah. And so that's so emotional and heartfelt. Does Ba feel like she's lived like lived and living a life that she has actually been happy with? Or yeah, what does she consider a happy life?
તમે રાજીથી જ રહ્યા છો ને?
હા રાજીથી જ રહીશું
Yeah.
જો પછી થોડીક ફ્રી થઈ તો પછી મારું થોડું કરવું સામાયિક કરું કે ચોપડી વાંચું
Yeah.
થોડુંક ઈ મારું કરતી હતી ને હજી થોડું થોડું કરું થાય એટલું
She used to do about her
મારે
religion.
કામ કરવાનું પછી મેં મૂકી દીધું નતું મનતા
Sure.
She
Mm.
didn't wanted to work outside, but she was in her religion, doing samayik,
Yeah.
every read books. She's interested in reading books, and
Yes.
she read many books.
Absolutely.
Gujarati,
બુક
yes.
વાંચવાની ગમે મને
Yeah.
Yeah, that is her hobby.
And so what they with grandma, she spends a lot of her time practicing religion, and within those religious practices it's very much around different types of prayers, different there is one that she does every daily and has done it for years and years. Ever since I was a kid, I could remember grandma doing that every afternoon, and it's for a couple of hours. She sits in silence, and there are a few prayers that she does. But at the moment, she's saying she loves to read books, and having been educated for 2 years, that's when she was taught in Gujarati, and so she's carried that forward and has, yeah, it served her, and that's what she has been saying, that's been freedom for her. Is that right, Mom? Has that been
Yes.
her something she's done for herself rather than everyone else or the family? Or yeah. That's beautiful. So now tell us what she feels like having talked about her life story. Is there anything else she would like to add to it? Anything she would like that I haven't asked?
હવે તમારે કઈ કેવું છે બીજું આરતીને?
બીજું ને શું કહું તને કહું, હવે જો આવી લાઈફ ગઈ મારી,
Hmm.
ને હવે તો બુઢા થઈ ગયા, હવે તો એમ થાય કે જાવા જેવડા થઈ ગયા હવે.
Not yet.
Okay. બીજું શું કહો?
બાકી તો જિંદગીમાં બધું ચાલ્યા કરતું હાલતું હોય.
Hmm.
પેલા લાઈફ જ એવી હતી ને બધાયની.
Yeah.
Life
જ્યાં જાય એ કામ જ કરવાનું હોય.
Yeah.
everywhere she used to
જ્યાં
do
જાય કામ કરવાનું હોય.
with laughing face, just work. If
Yeah.
somebody is doing something, she used to help.
Yeah.
And whoever calls her, she won't say no.
Yeah.
Even at middle of the night, she will just go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Having seen Ba's life, very different, very absolutely on a different scale. What does she feel like, or is there anything, say just my life at the moment, is she actually happy with how the world is moving, progressing, the opportunities girls have at the moment, females, whoever, it doesn't matter, like, yes, I'm talking about females, but it could be anyone. What does she think of that?
હવે તમે
તમે
જુઓ
બધાય-
છો,
હે?
હવે તમે જુઓ છો કે આરતી ભણી તમે આમ રાજી છો કે
હા, રાજી
ઈ બધું એને કર્યું ને
ખુશ છો.
તમારી લાઈફ આવી હતી?
ને તમારી લાઈફ સારી છે તો અમે અમે ખુશ થઈ.
She is very
Yeah.
happy.
હા.
Let the women
તમે
move
બધાય-
ahead.
નાના નાના હતા ત્યારે એમ થાય કે આ છોકરા ક્યારે મોટા થશે, મોટા થઈ ગયા બધાય.
Yeah.
Everybody grew up in an extended family, and now she is very happy to see you even.
Oh,
What you are doing, a great job.
that is so sweet.
આપણે ભેગા હતા બધાય આમ મજા આવતી હતી આમ.
We
Yeah.
used to live together, so she was very happy. And today she is happy even.
Yeah.
After looking at you children all,
4-5 જણા છે તો નવરા નથી થતા.
we become very busy.
આખો દિવસ આમ જ વહી જાય છે.
Taking
બસ
care.
હવે
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because she's saying that even though there are just 5 people in the house at the moment, she's saying they're still very busy, still cooking and cleaning. And yeah.
મારી ઊંઘી ઉપર ભાઈ તારી મમ્મી નવરી નથી થતી.
Aarti, she is telling you are vomiting a lot and your mommy was very busy.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Fun times when you were kids.
એક વાત પૂછતી ખબર નહીં કોણ બોલી, કોકને ઘરે લઈ કોઈ મુસલમાનની છોકરી
હા.
ગઈ હતી. પણ ખબર નહીં શું
સાઈદા.
ખાઈ આવ્યા છે રાતના તો ઊંઘી કરી બિચારી. બેસન માં ના પહોંચી જાય કે નહીં આ ઢગલો થઈ ગયો એનો.
Even she
પછી
used,
લપસી ગઈ બિચારી.
even Ba used to clean
Yeah.
vomiting for
Anyone's.
children.
Yeah.
કપડા એ નીચે નતા બિચારીને.
Yeah.
So
Oh, thank you so very, very much, for sharing your story, Mom, for being there to translate and let us know the depth of what she was saying. One of my last wrap up questions is, what advice or what would you like to tell us, or the females progressing, the young people, anyone? What advice would you?
છોકરીઓનું બૈરાઓનું શું કહો છો કે એ લોકો આગળ કેવી રીતે વધે, કે તમે જુઓ છો બધું?
હવે અત્યારે તો આગળ વધવા જો ભણેલ જે ભણશે ને એ આગળ વધવાના જ છે.
Hmm.
આગળ જેટલું આગળ થશે એટલું આગળ કરવાના જ છે બધાય.
Hmm.
અમે તો કોઈ દિવસ ના કરી શક્યા, પણ હવે આ નાની પ્રજા કરે છે તો ભલે કરે,
Hmm.
સારું સુખી રહીએ.
She is telling she didn't have any opportunity to study further. But you women have got all the opportunities, so you go ahead. And she is very happy to see our young generation growing up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Growing up.
જેટલું
Yeah.
થાય એટલું કરો.
Yes.
And she is very
શીખો, આગળ
happy
વધો.
what women are doing today's world.
Yeah.
Women and men, they are all the same today.
Oh, I will. Yeah. Beautiful.
So
Well, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to say that I haven't asked before we finally wrap up?
yeah, thank you so much. And
Oh,
women,
yeah.
they are very great.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. No, thank you very, very much for taking the time to share your story, to, yeah, tell us more about it, because every story is so worthy, and it's nice to be able to provide it's fantastic to be able to provide a platform where we can listen to good conversations and learn from each other. So, nah.
એ નાના હતા ત્યારે તો આ બધું સાધન નતા. હવે તો સાધન એટલા બધા થઈ ગયા જે છોકરાઓને કરવું એ કરી શકે છે.
They didn't have anything when they were small, nothing like this, what we have today.
Does
So
she
she's
mean
very happy.
opportunities, or what does she mean?
She's telling they didn't have money to buy. They were
Wow.
these computers and at
Yeah.
that time, but they were not in the market.
No. And they
What we
would have
have to,
ફોન
incredible.
નતા, કાંઈ નતું.
she didn't have phone or anything. So, but today's world is different from what she had led.
Yes. And that's, yeah, it's amazing how I wonder, actually, at this moment, I wonder what her experience thoughts have been about how much the world has changed from when she was a child to what it is now. Yeah, absolute. Incredible. Well, thank you very much. I will wrap it up, and yes, thank you. And I'll post this one on International Women's Day.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll stop recording.